Next person. Any volunteer? If not, then maybe
maybe I can continue.
Okay, yeah, sure. Sophie, yes, please.
Story of mine. First of all, I'm not a good storyteller, but let me try. It was in 2014 when I was working in a motorcycle factory in Penang. My job that time was mainly dealing on the motorcycle testing for homologation, for certification of motorcycle vehicle certification. So when the company started to import big bike CBUs from Japan and Thailand for local sales, our team were encouraged by the top management to have our own full B riding license. And then I was a bit under pressure after my manager passed his test and obtained his license. From the management, it is not mandatory for us to have this license. But there was an incident before that where a friend of mine in our team accidentally fell down while handling the inspection bike in JPJ headquarters in Trajaya. And then after that, the whole team started to think that all of us should have this license for our own good. At the same time, there was a new trio model to be introduced by the company soon into the market, half-liter bikes with a quite reasonable price, manufactured in Thailand factory. So personally, I want to have this bike, but then for the financing purpose, for the bank, they need this be licensed for the requirement. Therefore, the pressure become double for me. I need to get this license as soon as possible. Then after that, I went to this driving school just near to the factory, registered myself for the license. At, at the beginning, it was quite easy as I already have this B2 license. And then also during all the training session, it was also easy because basically this is part of my job in the factory. But then after completed all the training hours, I registered for the test and then I failed. I cannot complete the short bridge and then I turned to the side after halfway. Uh, I started to blame that old Virago, not myself. But then I did not give up that time and registered for the next week test and again I failed. I started to feel depressed and tried to stop. After that second test, after I got the paper saying that I failed that test that day, I called my wife to get ready, to get the kids ready, and then I took them at home and brought them to visit the war museum for no reason in Penang, near airport, Penang airport. And then the day after, I went to the office, to the factory. I met a friend in the safety riding department and told him about my problem. He gave me some advices, asked me to just register again for the test, keep calm and try my best. And then after that, the day came and I passed the test and got my license finally. After 3 times, yeah, I managed to get the license with all the hardship. That's all from me.
Yeah, great. So you never give up, right? Right. So how do you find? How do you feel? So once you get the license, do you manage to get the bike as well?
Yep. After that, yep. Because one of the requirement, I need to show this license to the bank before we can ask for the financing.
Yeah. And how do you feel when you're riding the bike?
Cannot.
So
I can. Yeah. Very short.
You feel glamour. You feel like you are the real man.
Like Kamen Rider.
I love bike also. Yeah, I love bike. I have 2 accidents before. That's why now my wife, my mom don't allow me. But it was still my dream. Yeah, so I will still go and buy. Later when my children go older. Yeah. But again, like now I only have B2, so I need to get additional license so that I can ride a big bike. Yeah, maybe Harley Davidson. Who knows? But I prefer those sporty kind of bike, like Kawasaki or these things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for sharing. Yeah. Hearing Sophie, how many of you know the story of Jack Ma?